everyone, and welcome back to Tutorials of Tone. My name is Alex. Thank you so much for joining me. Our topic for today, Lovely Day by Bill Withers. If you're playing a wedding or a dance band sort of thing, this is a great kickoff tune. And the key to this is having a phaser dialed in to the record. Let's dive right in. First up, we have our input block. Everything is at stock settings except the threshold of our gate is at negative 47.5 dB, just where I like having it. For blue, my Music Man Steve Morse guitar, I am on the bridge pickup throughout the entire tune. We're running into a Studio FF compressor, as I usually do with my clean tones. The release time is down to 63.25 for milliseconds, no auto makeup gain, and 6.5 dB level to compensate for the compressed signal. Next up, we have our phaser. This is the heart and soul of this clean tone. We've got a MuTron twin phaser here. We've got 1 Hertz for the rate, pretty stock. Our feedback is up a bit. Our depth is down to 2.5. We've got 106 Hertz for the min frequency, 4K for the max. We're mixed in at 50%. And just a little bit of tweaking for the bias. Little bits. But it makes all the difference when playing that intro riff, which is the pre-chorus, and the chorus, or that single note line that you'll hear, which I'm circumlocuting in order to get this text on YouTube. We are running into not the stock amp that is heard on the record. I'm using a JP2 C+ green, just a nice, pristine palette to work from. The master volume is up to 8, but you still don't hear any breakup. This is a beautiful amp for that. We even have an input boost to really help. This is a very quiet amp. Bright switch engaged, level at 0. We have 40 Hertz low cut and nothing to speak of for the high cut. For our cab, we are running into the stock pair of Mesa Boogie cabs that I use. A recto straight with an SM7 as the bulk of our tone, and a traditional with a 121 dialed back 9 dB. It's one of the reasons I picked Mesa Boogie amps for this tone. We've got a 40 Hertz low cut, 8500 Hertz high cut. We are running into a medium plate reverb in parallel. Stock settings there, except the level is down negative 20 dB. If you get to the chorus of the tune, and you don't want your phaser, you just want to have some nice strumming, the bypass switch to the phaser is connected to FC controller 2. You can just click that and you're off. It's really great to have control of bringing that in or out as you may need. But what if somebody calls a solo? In a lot of cases, whether you're in a Blue Water Kings sort of corporate wedding band or you're playing for the covers in Minneapolis, there may be a guitar solo called over the form. It's nice to have the ability and the option to dive in to a lead tone. So, scene 2 is OD solo. Our compressor goes off. We do default to having our phaser on. We jump over to a JP2 C+, the yellow channel, with very moderate settings here. Overdrive is back, and we have the master volume down a bit. We've got 2100 Hertz low cut and just a little bit of 800 bumping on that, just to give us a little bit of mid push. Little bits. In parallel, we're running a digital stereo delay at an 1/8 note. The tempo of our tune is 98 BPM. That's down to negative 17 dB. Just a little splash of verb and delay in there on our solo. And then on a control switch, we have a 3 dB boost for lead boosting. You can absolutely lead boost your clean, or when the solo is done, if you're on the overdrive, and maybe the vocals come in and you want to play some bluesy call response things, you can shut the filter block off. Keep that same tone intact, and keep that solo going in the mix without getting turned down. That, with the phaser, sounds like this. a nice little overdrive with a phaser and a splash of delay, just in case you need a solo and a tone to go with it. That's it for this preset. Super simple, but wonderful to have in your arsenal for any wedding band needs you may have. If you enjoyed this video, there's plenty more videos throughout the channel. We have Fractal 101, tutorials of tone, gear reviews, playthroughs, etc. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time.